The Nether has always been an interesting dimension. Its hellish-like design, its unique enemies, and its insane terrain generation has made this my favorite dimension. But how did it get to where it is today? The original Nether is not what we know today's Nether as. On January 7th, 2010, Notch added a map theme named Hell to the Java Edition in-dev version 0.31. In-dev was later scrapped because a new version, InfDev or Infinite Development, was released. Not a whole lot is known about in-dev version 0.31 as it was later removed from the Minecraft launcher. All we know is this Hell biome featured dirt terrain, lava oceans, and mushrooms. Unfortunately, there isn't any footage of this time period. On September 18th, 2010, Notch made a post on Tumblr explaining that the Hell biome will be used for an alternative fast travel dimension. The fast travel mechanic was based on a novel series called Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. In the novels, they use a transportation system that would allow them to travel massive distances in just a few days. People were excited. They no longer had to travel one block at a time in the overworld, because keep in mind, sprinting had not yet been released. Just 16 days later, as the hype was building, Notch released this to the world. This poster has a lot of interesting information on it. A brand new hell world for fast travel. Portal in, move 10 meters, portal out, and you're hundreds of meters away. This statement is interesting because this is not how fast traveling worked in the official release of the Hell dimension. According to the Minecraft wiki, the poster said portal in 10 meters, portal out, and you're hundreds of meters away. Since portals move the player by a factor of 8, 10 meters away in the Nether is only 80 meters in the overworld, not hundreds. Also, moving less than 16 meters before building a new portal will most likely take the player back to the original portal in the overworld. Why would he say you could move only 10 meters away and be hundreds of blocks away? Why didn't he just say the Nether is 8x faster for traveling? Maybe it just wasn't a realistic idea. Just 6 days later, on October 10th, Notch released the free screenshot of the Nether to the world. The picture shows off netherrack, lava lakes, as well as glowstone. This blew people away. A whole new dimension to explore. But what else could we expect in this mysterious new dimension? New blocks, or maybe new mobs? The next day changed everything. Notch mentioned a new mob that would be added to the Nether. He said, "You will hate the Ghast." Notch was correct. As we all know today, the Ghast is one of, if not the most annoying mob to ever be added into Minecraft. Excitement was beginning to build until Notch announced the second mob. Notch tweeted, "The next mob is less dangerous but are otherwise pointless." People were confused. Why would you make a mob everyone will hate, then turn around and make a pointless mob? It really didn't make sense, but people were still excited. Finally, on October 30th, 2010, the Nether had been officially released into the game. The Nether was everything people hoped for, a new dimension to explore, as well as being able to travel way quicker. Unfortunately, the Nether wouldn't receive any notable updates until May 26, 2011. Beta version 1.6 added the ability for beds to explode if used. No more sleeping in the Nether. Another year went by. 0 updates happened, not even patch notes. People were beginning to wonder if the Nether would ever see any other changes. Until September 16th, 2011, when Jens Bergensten tweeted a screenshot of changes to the Nether. People were beginning to wonder what this new structure would be, until September 19th, 2011, when Jens revealed a second screenshot revealing just how big these fortresses would be. People were beginning to get excited again. Not only was a new structure being added, but they were massive. Finally, on November 18th, 2011, Nether fortresses were added into the game. Along the fortresses were blazes, gas tiers, and magma cubes, among other things. This update also featured the end. The Nether finally had a purpose. You had to get blaze rods in order to beat the game. Sadly, the original purpose of the Nether became less and less known. Another year of patch notes came and went, until the second Halloween update was released. On October 25th, 2012, the version 1.42 was released. This update came with a new boss as well as some other really cool things. This boss is known as the Wither. The Wither needed to be crafted, however. In order to do that, you need Wither skeleton skulls. Where can you find Wither skeleton skulls? The Nether, of course. Everyone's favorite mob, the Wither Skeletons, were added to the Nether and spawned in Nether fortresses. This would be the last notable update for about 8 years. The Nether started becoming really stale, as there really wasn't anything significant added. Then, Mojang realized the Nether needed some spice to make it more interesting again. Finally, on June 23rd, 2020, version 1.16 named the Nether Update was released. This update was huge for the Nether. 4 new biomes were added: the Crimson Forest, the Warp Forest, Basalt Deltas, and the Soul Sand Valley. Each of these biomes has its own unique look. Hoglins were released, only spawning in Crimson Forests, along with Piglins that can spawn in Crimson Forests, Nether Wastes, as well as Warp Forests. With the release of this update, they also decided to add 2 new ore to the Nether. These ore are called Nether Gold Ore and Ancient Debris. Ancient Debris allows your diamond armor and tools to become stronger. Ancient Debris is not easy to get, however. Only about 1.7 Ancient Debris spawn per chunk. Nether Gold spawn way more frequently, at about 10 veins per chunk. Interestingly, they added a second structure as well called Bastion Remnants. These remnants were filled to the brim with piglins, gold, iron, and other precious items. Finally, new things to explore. The Nether has had a crazy life since its release back in 2010. It's received 15 updates in the past 10 years, and I really hope we can get 15 more. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more awesome content. It really helps me out, and it lets me know that you guys enjoy this kind of content and want to see more.